Hello there and welcome back to the fourth video of the DBMS video series. So in this video we'll be discussing about drawing an ER diagram for Kegelu Vidyalaya DB, and we will also be creating relationship between the student and the guardian table, and then we will also be creating a relationship between the subject and teacher. So let's start the video. So first let's have a look at the question. So the school system of Kegelu Mahavidyalaya has been given to us to be developed. So we have to create a database management system to manage student information, teacher information and class schedules. So first they have asked us to draw an ER diagram, that is we have to use Kegelu Vidyalaya DB as the name of the database. So for that we'll be opening the MySQL Workbench, and then click on the models tab and then click on the plus icon. Next click on add diagram, and there you will see the graph. So the first you will have to do is you will have to rename the table here. So click on mydb and let's rename this Kegelu Vidyalaya DB. We copy it. Right, so paste it. Now we have finished creating the database. Now we'll have to add the tables. Alright, so the first table, let's have a look at the first table. So first we have finished the first question right now. Second question is asking us to create a table to store student information and guardian information. So we'll have to follow what they have told us. So we have to add the data type and the length as well. So the student table consists of 3, 4, 6 columns, and the guardian table consists of 5 columns. So let's add all of them: the index number, first name, last name, gender, contact number and address. So let's first add it. So first name, so first you have to enter the index number, then we'll have to add the first name, then we'll have to add the last name, then add the gender, then the address, contact number, address. Alright, we have successfully added all of the columns into the table. The next thing is we'll have to add everything as varchar, and then the first and last name are going to be 45 characters and the address is going to be 60 characters. So let's change the address to 60 first, and then the first name is going to be 45, first name is also 45. This is also going to be a varchar. Alright, we have successfully added the table 1. So this is going to be the student table. Next we'll have to create the guardian table. So the first column name is going to be the guardian first name, and then the last name, and then the gender, and then the contact number. Let's use the old roles before what we had got. So the contact number is going to be 10 varchar characters. Gender is also going to be 10 varchar characters, and the rest is going to be 45. Change this to varchar 10. Right, so we have successfully created the student and the guardian table. Now we will have to name the relationship between the two tables, student and guardian, that we set up. So we will have to add it using the ER diagram we created right here. So this is going to be a one-to-many relationship. So sometimes it can be a hostel where a teacher is in charge of a number of students. So the guardian name is being repeated in the student table. So for that we have created the guardian table. So we'll be creating a one-to-many relationship. So we'll have this 1:n symbol here. So we'll click on the student table first and then click on the guardian table, and then the one-to-many relationship is formed in this table. Now let's create the next tables. So the fourth question tells us, so the teacher teaches several subjects and one subject is taught by several teachers. So we have to create a teacher and a subject table, and we will also have to add a relationship for both of these tables. So these are the instructions to create the table. So we have to add the teacher register number, first name, last name, gender, contact number and email. So let's add them also. So let's create a new table and we'll rename it as teacher. Next we'll have to add the teacher reg number. Then first name, last name, gender, contact number and email. So all the data types are going to be a varchar. We know that the reg number is anyway going to be a varchar 10 characters, and then the gender will also be varchar 10 characters, and the contact number is also going to be 10 characters, and the email, so the email is going to be 50 characters. So let's add that also. Right, so we successfully created the teacher table as well. So now we have to create another table also. So that's going to be the subject table. So let's rename that also, and let's see what columns we have to add. So the first is the subject ID, and the next column is the subject name. So subject ID is going to be 10 varchar characters and the subject name is going to be 45 varchar characters. So let's add the subject ID. So we'll select the data type as varchar and it's going to be 10 characters. Next we'll have to add the subject name. So that is going to be varchar 45 characters. And now we have successfully created the subject table as well. So next we'll have to create a relationship between the teacher and the subject table. So we'll be using a many-to-many relationship. So for that you have to click on n:m. So when you create a many-to-many relationship, a new table is formed in between these two tables. So first let's select the teacher table and the subject table, and then we get a table known as teacher has subject. And now we have successfully created a many-to-many relationship between both these tables. Now since we have finished creating the ER diagrams for this Kegalo Vidyalaya, now we will have to export it to our database management system. So to export it to our database management system, click on the database tab and then click on forward engineer, and then click on next, and then enter your password for the MySQL service. and then you will have to select export MySQL table objects. Click on next, next, and close. To check whether your database has appeared in the system, go to HDSQL and then refresh the tables, and then you can see Kaggle with Dahlia, and you can see that all tables has appeared in our database management system.